Welcome to my video on matrix addition and subtraction. This is the second video on my series on matrix math. This video I'm going to look at matrix addition and subtraction. So first of all, let's start off with addition. The sum of two matrices, A, and that's going to be defined by all the elements A sub j, k, and then we've got another matrix, B. It has also another set of elements of the same size, so that's really important. They must be like a 2 by 2 or a 3 by 3, and you got to keep the same size together, same dimensions. So the sum of them, you're just going to add the elements together. So that's really a straightforward way of adding two matrices together. We're going to do an example. So you add the corresponding entries of A and B, and then, as I said a second ago, different sizes cannot be added. So let's just do an example. Let's take the matrix 4, 9, 3, 1, 2 by 2 matrix, add it to 0, 8, 0.2, 5. Let's add that together. Now, as the rule tells us, we just have to do each of the individual entries together. So that's 4 plus 0 is the first element. Then we have 9 plus 0.2. Then we have got 3 plus 8. And then 1 plus 5. Putting this all together, so we're going to get 4 plus 0 is just 4. 9 plus 0.2 is 9.2. 3 plus 8 is 11. And then 1 plus 5 is 6. So that is our first example. We added these two matrices together. Next, let's look at subtraction. So A minus B is the same as A plus minus B, where B is multiplied by a scalar minus 1. We learned about multiplication of scalars in the first video. It just changes the sign in case it's minus 1. So let's do an example here. We're going to have A is going to be equal to 2, 4, 5, 1. B is equal to 1, 9, 4, 2. Now A minus B is the same as A plus minus B, which is going to be 2, 5, 4, 1 minus 1, 9, 4, 2. So just doing it individual component by component. So we're going to get a matrix here. It's going to be 2 minus 1. Lower left is going to be 4 minus 9. Upper right is going to be 5 minus 4. And then we're going to get 1 minus 2. So those are the four elements. Doing the differences, 2 minus 1 is just 1. 4 minus 9 is minus 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. And 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So this is going to be the matrix. It's the result of our subtraction. Now what we see is these rules of matrix addition and subtraction also apply when a case is a vector. And if you remember from my series of videos on vectors, we can just write A is going to be equal to 1, 2, 3. So that's one row, 3 columns. That's a 1 by 3. That's going to be a row vector. And then B is also another row vector, so it's going to have the elements 4, 5, and 9. And in a unit vector, those, in a matrix form, those individual elements are going to be associated with the unit vector associated with the coordinate system. But in this case, we're not going to worry about that level of detail. We're just going to do the basic math of addition and subtraction of these matrices. So A plus B is equal to 1, 2, 3, plus 4, 5, 9. Carrying that out, that's just going to be 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. and 3 plus 9 is going to be equal to 12. So that's the case there when we added those two vectors together, which in this case happen to be also row matrices. A minus B is equal to 1, 2, 3, minus 4, 5, 9. Now that's equal to, we got 1 minus 4 as the first element. Then we've got 2 minus 5 as the second element. Then we got 3 minus 9 is the third element. Taking those differences, we're going to get minus 3. The second element is 2 minus 5 is also minus 3. And 3 minus 9 is minus 6. So that's going to be the difference of those two column matrices, or row matrices, or vectors. And we're going to get the same result for the column matrices, and we can also call them as vectors. Now finally we're going to look at the properties of matrix addition, and we're going to define 4 matrices here to help us with this. The first one is A, B, and C, and these are non-zero matrices, just like we'd seen in these addition and subtraction problems. And then this new matrix is going to be 0, is the zero matrix. All elements are 0. So what the first law is the commutative law. We've seen this from basic math and arithmetic. A plus B is equal to B plus A. The order doesn't matter. The associative law, it depends on the way we group things. So A plus the quantity B plus C gives us the same result as A plus B, that quantity, plus C. Now the identity law tells us that A plus the zero matrix results in just the matrix itself. Adding 0 to it is just like a regular number, it does nothing to it. And then we have the additive inverse. So A added to the negative of itself, which would be multiplication of A by a scalar minus 1, that's going to be equal to the 0 matrix. All right, well, I hope you learned a little bit about addition and subtraction of matrices in this video. If you did, give me a like and thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.